My name is Sophia. I am a teacher. I work at a small school in a quiet town in Nashville. I love my job. I enjoy teaching children. My students are kind, smart, and curious. Every day they make me smile. One day last year, I met a new teacher at our school. His name was Daniel. He taught math. Daniel was friendly and funny. He had a warm smile when he talked. People listened. I liked speaking with him. We laughed together and shared stories during lunch breaks. Soon, we started spending more time together. We went for coffee after school. Sometimes we went for short walks in the park. I liked being around him. He made me feel happy and safe. At first, I did not know Daniel was married. He never talked about a wife. I thought maybe he was single. He treated me kindly. He listened to me. I believed he liked me too. We became close. I started to feel something for him. I looked forward to seeing him every day. I told my friend Lena, "I think I like Daniel." She smiled and said, "He sounds nice. Maybe he likes you too." One day, something strange happened. I was at home when my phone rang. I did not know the number. I answered the call. A woman's voice said, "Hello, is this Sophia?" "Yes," I replied. "Who is this?" "My name is Claire," she said. "I am Daniel's wife. We have been married for 5 years." My heart stopped. I could not speak. My hands felt cold. "What?" I said. "Yes," Claire said softly. "I don't want to lose Daniel. I love him. I want to keep our family together." I did not know what to say. My heart felt heavy. "Why are you calling me?" I asked. "I saw you and Daniel together," Claire said. "I wanted you to know the truth." I closed my eyes. I felt sick. I never knew Daniel was married. He never told me. Claire sent me pictures. They were smiling. They looked happy. Pictures of holidays, holding hands, sitting together. It was real. Tears filled my eyes. Everything felt wrong. Why didn't he tell me? Why did he hide this? "I never wanted to hurt anyone," I said. "Please don't break my family," Claire said. "I need your help." Her words stayed in my mind. I decided then I would not see Daniel again. It was the right thing to do. The next day at school, Daniel smiled at me like everything was normal. My heart beat fast. "Can we talk?" I asked. We stood in a quiet corner. "Claire called me," I said. His face changed. "I should have told you," he whispered. "Yes," I said. "You should have." "I was scared," he said. "I didn't want to lose you." "But you have a wife," I said. "This isn't fair." "I'm sorry," he said. "Please don't leave me." "You lied to me," I said. "You can't have both of us." "I love you," he said. "You need to choose," I replied. "But I won't wait." Then I walked away. The days after were hard. I missed him, but I knew I did the right thing. I talked to my friend Lena. She held my hand and said, "You are strong. This pain will pass." Later, I met Claire again. We talked honestly. We were both hurt, but we were strong. I decided to leave the town. I needed a fresh start. I found a new job in a city called Maplebridge, a quiet place, a new beginning. My new home felt warm. My new school welcomed me kindly. My new students made me smile. Slowly, I healed. One day, Claire messaged me. She and Daniel were trying to fix their marriage. I felt peace. I learned something important. Love must be honest. Love with lies brings pain. Letting go can be the most loving choice. In Maplebridge, I found myself again. I found hope. I found strength. One day at a book club, I met Ethan. kind, quiet, honest. I didn't know what the future would bring, but I was open again. I chose myself. I chose honesty. I chose healing. Now I am starting a new chapter. I am smiling again. I am ready to walk forward with life. Life in Maple Bridge slowly became familiar to me. Every morning I woke up to the sound of birds and soft sunlight coming through my window. I made coffee, stood on my balcony, and breathed in the quiet air. For the first time in a long while, my heart felt calm. At school, my days were busy and meaningful. My students smiled when they saw me. They ran to the classroom, eager to learn. Their innocent happiness healed something deep inside me. Ethan and I began talking more often at the book club. At first, it was simple conversations. Books, teaching, life. He never rushed me. He never asked questions that felt heavy. He listened, just listened, and that made me feel safe. One Friday evening, after the book club ended, he asked, "Would you like to walk for a bit?" We walked along a quiet street lined with trees. The sky was soft blue and the street lights were glowing. There was no pressure, no expectation, only peace. "I'm glad you came to Maple Bridge," he said gently. "So am I replied, and I realized I truly meant it. Days turned into weeks. Ethan and I became friends. Sometimes we drank tea after work. Sometimes we walked in the park. Sometimes we just sat in silence watching the world move. For the first time, love didn't feel confusing. It didn't feel painful. It felt honest. One evening, I received another message from Daniel. He said he was sorry again. He said he missed me. I read the message once. Then I deleted it. I felt no anger, no tears, only closure. I had forgiven him, not to go back, but to move forward. That night, I wrote in my journal, "I am no longer the woman who waits for broken love. I choose peace. I choose truth." Spring arrived in Maple Bridge. Flowers bloomed along the streets. The days grew warmer, and so did my heart. One afternoon, Ethan and I sat on a bench in the park. Children laughed nearby. The wind moved gently through the trees. "Sophia," he said softly, "I don't know what the future holds, but I like being with you, and I want to be honest, with you and with myself." I looked at him and smiled. "That's all I ask," I said. We didn't promise forever. We didn't rush into love. We simply chose to walk together, slowly, truthfully. I learned that love doesn't have to hurt to be real. It doesn't have to be secret. It doesn't have to break someone else to exist. Sometimes the bravest love is the one that waits, the one that grows gently, the one built on respect. In Maple Bridge, I didn't just find a new job or a new city. I found a new version of myself, stronger, calmer, wiser. This was not the end of my story. It was the beginning of a love built on honesty. And this time, I was ready. Time moved gently in Maple Bridge. Days no longer felt heavy, they felt full. I had built a simple life: morning coffee, busy classrooms, quiet evenings, and peaceful walks. Ethan remained a steady presence in my life. He never tried to rush my heart. He respected my past. He valued honesty more than promises. One evening, we sat on my balcony, watching the sky turn orange and pink. The city was quiet. The air was warm. "Sophia," he said softly, "I care about you. But before anything else, I want you to know something. I am free. No secrets, no unfinished stories." His words touched me deeply, not because they were romantic, but because they were honest. I smiled and replied, "That's all I ever wanted." That night, I thought about my journey, about Nashville, about Daniel, about Claire, about the pain I once carried. I realized something important. That chapter didn't break me, it shaped me. If I had stayed, I would have lost myself. If I had ignored the truth, I would have lived in confusion. Walking away was painful, but staying would have been worse. Weeks later, I met Claire one last time. She came to Maple Bridge to visit a friend and asked if we could talk. She looked calmer, stronger. "Thank you," she said, "for choosing honesty, for choosing kindness." I hugged her. "I wish you peace," I replied. We were no longer connected by pain, but by understanding. As summer arrived, my life felt complete. Not perfect, but real. One afternoon, Ethan and I walked through the park. Children laughed, dogs ran freely, life moved around us. He stopped and looked at me. "Sophia," he said, "I don't want to be part of your past. I want to be part of your present, and maybe your future, if you choose." I took a deep breath. For the first time, I wasn't afraid of love. "Yes," I said quietly, "I choose you, because you choose truth." We held hands, not tightly, not desperately, but gently. That evening, I wrote one last line in my journal. Love is not about possession. It is about respect. It is about honesty. And sometimes it is about walking away so something better can begin. In Maple Bridge, I found my voice again. I found my strength. I found a love that did not ask me to hide. This is my story, a story of choosing truth over fear, peace over pain, and self-respect over broken love. If you are listening to this story and standing at a difficult choice, remember this: the right choice may hurt at first, but it will heal you in the end, because real love never asks you to lose yourself.